And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tiger Stadium on the campus of Bentonville High School, where your Bentonville Tigers are getting ready to take on the Springdale Bulldogs here tonight at Tiger Stadium. Hello, everyone. I'm John McElroy, and I'm joined here in the press box at Tiger Stadium alongside my broadcast partner, Donnie Payne. And it is Friday night, another week of 7A West Conference action as your Bentonville Tigers hosting the Red Dogs of Springdale High School. Well, the Bentonville Tigers come into tonight's game with an overall record of 6-2 on the season, 4-1 in 7A West Conference play. Bentonville, of course, under the direction of head coach Jody Grant in his 7th season with the Bentonville Tigers. The Springdale Bulldogs, the script is kind of flipped for the Bulldogs. They come into tonight's game 1-7 overall. They are 1-4 in conference play. They are under the direction of first-year head coach Brett Hobbs. Brett Hobbs, the longtime defensive coordinator for the Springdale Bulldogs, got the head coaching job this year on the departure of Zach Clark from the program. And so Brett Hobbs now trying to change the culture here at Springdale and trying to get the Bulldogs back on the winning track. But he'll have a tough time tonight coming in here to Tiger Stadium where it is senior night. And if you joined us just a little earlier, you saw the seniors being recognized there on the field prior to tonight's game. Well, the teams are in their locker rooms. They are getting the final instructions from the coaches. Let's go ahead and go to a commercial break, and when we return, I'll bring in my broadcast partner, Donnie Payne, and we will talk about tonight's matchup between the Bentonville Tigers and the Springdale Bulldogs. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Farmers Insurance, the Kyle Wurst Agency in Centerton, for your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs.
There are memberships for all kinds of things today. But what about being a member of the family? What about being a member of the community? What about being a member of humanity? What if there was a membership that gave us the time to celebrate the things that connect all of us?
Funk in your trunk? Get Funk Away. Unlike sprays that just cover up odors, Funk Away's exclusive OM complex eliminates them, guaranteed. Just spray it on and let it air dry. Live funk-free.
At Grand Savings Bank, we believe that life is grand. We empower our team to support the needs of our local communities and are dedicated to delivering the very best financial expertise to our customers. Like you, we live here, and together we positively and powerfully impact our communities. With 11 locations serving Northwest Arkansas, Northeast Oklahoma, and the River Valley, we're proud to be your community bank. Come talk to us today at Grand Savings Bank, where life is grand. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Foster Roofing has been helping Arkansas homeowners weather every storm for over 25 years. If your roof was damaged by the recent storm, be aware that out-of-state roofing companies may try to pose as local businesses. Choose an Arkansas state licensed local company for your roof repair. Choose Foster Roofing.
All right, we welcome you back here to Tiger Stadium, where we are just about 7 minutes away from kickoff of tonight's game between the Bentonville Tigers and the Springdale Bulldogs. John McElroy, Donnie Payne, and at this time I'm going to go ahead and bring in my broadcast partner, Donnie Payne. Well, Donnie, good to be back with you again tonight. Finally nice to be back home after 2 road trips. Of course, 2 weeks ago, traveled down to Fayetteville to Harmon Stadium, and what an exciting game that was. Unfortunately, Bentonville took its first conference loss in several seasons right there. Broke the big streak, but Bentonville didn't have time really to feel sorry for itself. Had to travel last week, get back on the road, go over and play a much, much improved Rogers Mounties team over at Rogers. And Donnie, let's talk about that game. What a thriller that turned out to be. Give me your thoughts on last week's ball game.
And John, last week's game, 56-49, and I don't know if any of our listeners saw the picture that the Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette photographer had. The Rogers receiver's foot came down just barely out of bounds on that last play. John, ruled incomplete, and Bentonville escaped on that last play. But exciting game. The second half, John, neither team's defense could stop the other team's offense. It was just up and down the field there in the second half.
That's exactly right. If I remember correctly, Rogers was behind by 7 points and had driven down to, I think it was around the Bentonville 15-yard line, and there was 1 second on the clock. So Rogers had one play to go for the end zone, and as you said, Donnie, the receiver caught the ball, but his foot was about an inch out of bounds when he came down. Tell you what, great call by the official, was right there on the spot, and no question he was out of bounds, but it was so close. And as you said, Bentonville escapes with a thrilling win last night to get back on the winning track in conference play. But, Donnie, we look back at last week, you're right, the story of that game was the offense for both teams. But, hey, let's talk about Bentonville's offense last week. Another huge performance by junior running back Josh Ficklin.
At 233 yards, rushing, four more touchdowns. He is near the top in the state in touchdowns scored this year. I think when I looked at it, I think he was third or fourth. There are some smaller schools where they, run the ball predominantly. They throw like 3 or 4 passes a game. There are a few running backs from smaller schools that have a few more rushing touchdowns, but another outstanding job from Josh Ficklin. And then, of course, he played that game Friday night, and he spent Saturday in Tuscaloosa watching the Alabama-Tennessee game.
That's interesting you say that. I was in the hall this week, and Josh came by, and another teacher and I were talking to Josh, and we were asking him, well, how was Nick Saban? And he said, well, I tell you, I was pretty nervous. And so young man got to meet Nick Saban and be there in Tuscaloosa. And, next year, Donnie's going to be so exciting for that young man. Of course, he's going to be getting a lot of different offers. And so it'll be an exciting process, I'm sure, for him and his family. With the job he's done this year and throughout high school. It should be a great season for him this year. But, so you talk about Josh Ficklin, Chaz Nimrod also with a big game last week.
160 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns, and including Chaz Nimrod was able to catch on the 4th down play where Drew Wright had the option of either quick kicking or throwing a pass. Chaz Nimrod was the receiver on that pass that went for a touchdown there, an important score in the 4th quarter on a 4th down.
Yeah, Donnie, I really thought that was the play of the game. Drew Wright, the quarterback on that play, 4th and 4. Rogers had so much momentum right there. But my understanding, I talked a little bit with Drew this week, my understanding he had the option to either quick kick it right there or if he felt the situation was favorable and he wanted to throw it, it was up to him. And well, he threw over to his big receiver, Chaz Nimrod, and made what I consider the play of the game for Bentonville right there.
It was a big fourth down conversion and went for a touchdown.
Well, as you can see, our captains now meeting at midfield. That's number 12, Cooper Smith, number 5, Chaz Nimrod, number 17, Jackson Anderson, and number 92, Cameron Lowry. Your Springdale captains, they just turned on me there. Let's see if I can get their numbers. Number 55, that is Alvaro Vargas. Number 4, Keelan Chan. And
30.
Number 30, Ronnie Stillwell. That's the running back for Springdale. I'm sure we'll be calling his name a lot. Didn't catch the 4th captain there, but the coin toss there at midfield. Donnie, did you catch who won the coin toss?
Springdale won, and they elected to receive the ball, John.
So the Bulldogs, the Red Dogs from Springdale, winning the coin toss. They decide they want to take the football. They don't want to give it to that high-octane, powerful offense of Bentonville to start the game. So the Springdale Bulldogs will gather in the south end zone. They're getting ready to make their way onto the field, and we are awaiting the entrance of the Bentonville Tigers. Yeah, go ahead, Donnie. I'm sorry.
While we're waiting for Bentonville, Brett Hobbs, the new coach for Springdale, he was an all-state linebacker for Gerald Williams, John, and when he got the job, he talked about he wanted to bring back the old Springdale toughness that the Bulldogs used to play when Gerald Williams was their head coach. And this offense this year, John, they run the ball at 68 to 70% of the time. They're trying to go back to that old Springdale physical style of football.
Well, the hype video is rolling here on the Jumbotron at Tiger Stadium, and that means the Bentonville Tigers are just moments away from exiting the Tiger Athletic Complex, as you can see on the screen there, to enter the field of play, and we are just about a minute away from kickoff of tonight's game. So while we have a moment, I'd like to, as I always do, thank our presenting sponsors this season, Bob Morey's Auto Body and Foster Roofing. So, as I like to say, they've made a commitment here to our kids. Let's give them a chance to earn your business. Bob Morey's Auto Body, Foster's Roofing. And I'd like to thank our live stream student crew, Catherine Lopez running the production board up here tonight, Addison Weinsberg, Ben Nicoli, and Owen Pickett. They're on our cameras tonight, so couldn't do this without them. Give them a big shout out as we are about to get underway here in Bentonville. Donnie, one of the other senior night tonight, we saw that before, and another thing that's going to happen at halftime I think is really special. We're going to honor the 2001 Bentonville Tigers State Football Championship team. That's going to be really special. Well, there you see it in the camera shot right there. The Bentonville Tigers getting ready to come onto the field. That is Caleb Young, number 4, carrying the flag bearer for the Tigers tonight, and your Bentonville Tigers are ready to go. All right, Donnie, 12 minutes on the clock. And it is game time. Donnie, a cold night here in Northwest Arkansas. Fall has definitely arrived. Of course, a lot of rain earlier this week. And behind the rain this afternoon, a lot of wind and blustery temperatures. You know, Donnie, looking over the field right now, it looks like the wind has actually calmed down quite a bit from what it was today. I thought earlier today the wind could play a factor in this ball game. But I'm not sure that the wind is nearly what it was earlier this afternoon. So, but it is cold out there, and cold weather football, Donnie. You know that ball gets hard, a lot of fumbles. So that's something maybe to watch for tonight.
Looking across the field, the big flags aren't moving much, but the flags on top of the stadium, once again, they're looking like the wind's blowing pretty hard. It's so hard to tell with the way the flags are going, but it is definitely cooled off. It finally feels like football weather.
Well, we are here on the home side, and as I look down into the stands, a good crowd out here tonight for October 29th, Halloween weekend. Donnie, it is hard to believe we are in week 9 of the Arkansas high school football season. It just seems like yesterday that we were opening play with Liberty North, but all the way to week 9, and it'll be Logan Tominson to kick it away for the Tigers. Back deep to receive for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Davon Sparks, and number 12, Peyton Phipps. Tominson's kick is in the air, and that is going to bound at about the 16-yard line, and it is going to be taken by Tajon Sparks. And Tajon Sparks, he let it bounce in front of him about the 16, picked it up, made a nice return out to about the 37, and that's where Springdale's going to put in play 1st and 10 from their own 37.
It's almost like when he let it hit, John, the return team kind of slowed down a little bit, and he picked it up and hit, and he almost broke through that one.
He sure did. All right, so your Springdale quarterback will be number 5, Landon Phipps. He's going to put Ronnie Stillwell, number 30, in the backfield with him. Phipps puts a man in motion to his right. Phipps takes a snap, quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to be met by a host of Tigers, and he may get a yard, but not much more. Number 23, Mason Middleton, and number 40, Preston Jones, coming in from their inside linebacker position to make the play. Just underway here from Tiger Stadium. The Bulldogs, the Tigers. This time, Springdale will send 2 receivers to the left. Put 2 receivers into the boundary. Now they bring a man in motion across the formation. Phipps back, looking to his left, throws incomplete. Tried a little tunnel screen out to Davon Sparks. Kind of put it out just a little far in front of him, and that is going to bring up 3rd down and 9. So the Bentonville defense going to have an opportunity right here to get a 3 and out. Let's see if they can get out off the field, Donnie.
John, we brought in Cooper Smith at safety. Brought in it looked like I think there were 3, a linebacker and 2 offensive linemen came off, and we brought in a couple more defensive backs.
Twin receivers to the other side of formation. Phipps hands it off up the middle. That is number 30, Ronnie Stillwell, and Stillwell picks up a big gain, about 14 yards, call it 13 up the middle. He'll move it into Tiger territory, and that'll be 1st and 10 Springdale.
John, that was a great play call by Springdale. They recognized that Bentonville had pulled off. We pulled off one of our middle linebackers, one of our defensive linemen, had more coverage men in there, and they just ran the ball right at us for a good gain on 3rd down and long.
So 1st and 10 Bulldogs, twin receivers either side of the formation. Stillwell is going to set up to the right of Landon Phipps. Phipps takes a snap, looks back, throws to his left. It is complete, but he is hit immediately by number 39, Luke Adams. Good play that time by Luke Adams. Junior Reyna was the receiver. They'll give him 3 yards on the pickup, but it'll be 2nd and 7.
Come back to that 3rd down play, John. It's going to make Bentonville question whether or not they're going to bring in a dime package if they're going to run it on 3rd and long like that.
If they get him in that situation again, might play it a little more straight up right there. Phipps now with the snap. Play action, throws out to number 7, complete. That is
number 7.
Danners Wiley. I'm sorry, Danners Wiley on the reception. And Wiley gets it down to the 36-yard line of Bentonville, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Springdale. This time, the Bulldogs will send twin receivers wide left to the open side of the field, 2 receivers into the boundary. Gibbs going to go to Stillwell, and flags fly and the whistles blow, stopping the play. And, yeah, you can see the official there, false start on Springdale. So that'll back them up 5. Break for the Tigers right there. It'll be 1st and 15.
Number 57, the right tackle for Springdale, came out of his stance a little early, John.
Yeah, Isaac Cooper. 5'10", 222-pound junior lineman there, moving just a little early. Same formation. Landon Phipps looking over the defense, getting set to take a snap. Now he'll put a man in motion to his left. Phipps now, quarterback draw, and he's going to be tackled immediately by Rafe Stalls. A flag flies late, but Rafe Stalls, as we've seen him do several times this year, came off the edge right there and just ran Phipps down. Now we'll have to wait for the call for the official. Came in kind of late there, Donnie. Okay, so they're going to flag, I think Trevor Martinez, number 67, flagged him for hands to the face.
And that's a 15-yard penalty,
yeah,
John.
That's a big one right there. Well, Donnie, one of the things I failed to mention in the pregame, one of the things I'd like to see Bentonville do tonight is really play a lot cleaner game in terms of penalties. Last week, so many Tiger penalties, a lot of holding calls. I'm not sure what the exact yardage was in penalties last week, but, I know that's something that drives Coach Jody Grant crazy, and I know he wants to clean that up. So, big one right there. 1st and 10, or not 1st and 10, actually. First and
first
three.
And 3 but
yeah.
It's going to be 1st and 10 after that pass.
Yeah. Pass reception complete out there to the left. Needed 3, got about 3.5, maybe 4 yards, so it'll be 1st and 10 Springdale. Eight minutes, 42 seconds left to go here in the first quarter play. Just underway here from Bentonville. Springdale on its first possession, and the Bulldogs moving the football.
Well, we got a question here, John. I think they did not move the chains after that hands to the face penalty. So now the referee is discussing it should have been an automatic first down with the penalty. So it actually should be like 2nd and 7 or so right on this play. They didn't reset the chains after the penalty.
So the personal foul, what you're saying, I hear you saying, Don, they should have been 1st and 10?
Well, that's what they were discussing.
Okay.
No, they changed the rule in high school.
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
But I think the referee was confused why it wasn't.
Twin receivers now, either side of the formation. Phipps calling the signals. Phipps going to keep it himself over the left side, and Landon Phipps is going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. They may give him a half yard, but a good defensive play that time by Bentonville. Number 49, Logan Robertson, coming in to make the stop initially for the Tigers.
John, Springdale has run that little quarterback counter 3 or 4 plays now, and they have not gained a yard with it.
Same formation. Phipps now going to throw a screen out to number 7, complete to Danners Wiley, but Danners Wiley, he is hammered by Eli Estes, number 27. Great job by Eli Estes right there.
I'm going to give them about maybe loss of a yard there, it looks like, on that play.
Number 12, Cooper Smith, is going to check into the ball game, along with number 41, Layson Johnson. Layson's going to come in at linebacker. On 3rd and call it 10. Another big opportunity here for the Tigers. Phipps going to throw out to his left, fires complete.
That's going to be short.
And that is going to be a pickup of about 8 yards, but that's going to come up about 2 yards short of first down yardage. Donnie, you think Springdale's going to attempt to kick a field goal, or are they going to go for it right here?
It looks like they're going to go for it here, John. They know field goals are not going to win this game.
So the Bulldogs going to leave that offense on the field. It is going to be about 3 yards short of the first. Ball's going to be spotted at the 16-yard line of Bentonville. Again, twin receivers to either side of the formation. Ronnie Stillwell, the running back, just to the right of Landon Phipps. A flag comes out.
We're going to have a false start on Springdale, John.
Wow, what a big penalty on the Bulldogs. That'll back them up 5 and make it 4th and 8. Once again,
and that's going to drive the coach crazy, John. It was on the wide receiver, number 7.
Wow.
Now they're sending out the kicking team, John.
Okay. So let's see if I can get the number. Chris Cortez, number 80. He'll come on. This will be a 38-yard attempt from the left hash, kicking toward the south end zone here at Tiger Stadium. Snap is back. The kick is up.
That's good.
And it is no good. Wide to the left.
Sorry about that. It looked like it went through. So big defense again there, John. Bend but don't break there at the end. And that big penalty there on 4th and 2, backing Springdale up to 4th and 7. And Coach Hobbs deciding to go for a field goal, and it's just wide left.
So the Bentonville Tigers will take possession now at their own 20, where it'll be 1st and 10, Bentonville. 6 minutes, 33 seconds, first quarter play. Now the Bentonville offense coming out on their first possession of the ball game, and Donnie, senior Drew Wright, will lead the Tiger offense on the field. He's going to put Chaz Nimrod, Cooper Smith wide to the right. He's got a single receiver into the boundary here. Josh Ficklin in the backfield. Give goes to Ficklin up the middle. Ficklin's going to push his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 3-yard pickup on first down. It'll be 2nd and 7. I believe that is number 80, Carson Tucker, will be the other starting wide receiver tonight. He's going to make his way over to the right side of the formation along with Cooper Smith. We've got Chaz Nimrod, the single receiver, into the boundary. Wright takes a snap. He's going to throw a pass to Chaz Nimrod just over the outstretched hands of Nimrod. Donnie, I'll tell you what, I like the play call right there. Drew just kind of putting a little air under it, trying to let Chaz run under it, but just a little long, but I love the play call.
And the Springdale, they were playing press coverage on Chaz with no safety help, and so if Chaz brings that in, John, that's a touchdown.
We'll take that every time tonight. Now twin receivers either side of the formation. Springdale showing pressure off the edge. Wright, low snap, takes it. He throws to his right. He's got a man that is complete.
That was Q Brown, John.
Q Brown, number 13, on the reception. Great throw that time by Drew Wright on 3rd down and picks up the 1st and 10.
Sophomore receiver Q Brown.
Coach Washington, the wide receivers coach, I'll tell you what, Donnie, he's got a lot of talented receivers on this team.
And Q Brown, if he gets an open space, John, he is extremely fast as well.
Trip receivers now to the left side. Pass goes to Cooper Smith. It is complete. Cooper Smith makes a man miss. Cooper Smith's going to cross the 45 and be run out of bounds at the Bentonville 47. Again, Donnie, Drew Wright just throwing out to Cooper Smith, and
9-yard gain.
Makes a man miss, and Cooper's so good at that. Once he catches the ball, making that first defender miss and making something after the catch. Trip receivers right, single receiver into twin receivers in the boundary. Empty set. Drew Wright dropping back. He's got a man downfield. That's Chaz Nimrod wide open. Chaz has got it at the 5. Touchdown Bentonville. Touchdown Bentonville. Drew Wright on a 53-yard pass reception to Chaz Nimrod. And Donnie, how do you let number 5 get that open?
Yeah, there was not a Springdale defender anywhere around him. John, they formationed him out. Chaz was actually lined up in the slot there and just ran a seam route down the hash marks, and no one covered him at all.
Wow. Donnie, I venture to say you could have, if you were that wide open, you could have made a touchdown.
Well, if I'd have caught it, I was an offensive lineman for a reason.
So the Tigers take the lead 7-0 on Logan Tominson's extra point attempt, and we'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you. Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car. It's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutoBody.com.
Hey, we welcome you back here to Tiger Stadium, where the Bentonville Tigers have taken a 7-0 lead with 5 minutes 38 seconds left to go, first quarter play. John McElroy, Donnie Payne, and we are glad to be bringing you this broadcast tonight of Bentonville Tiger football on GoBentonvilleTigers.com. Well, Donnie, you and I were talking a little bit during the break, and just once again, hard to believe you can lose defensively. You can lose where number 5 is on the field. You've got to be with him all times. There was nobody within 20 yards of Chaz Nimrod.
And once he caught the ball, John, he could have walked it into the end zone and scored.
It was one of those things. He was so open. You know, you've seen times they're so open, then you start thinking about, I got to make the catch. But great to see that connection right there. As Thomason kicking now toward the north end zone. Ball is bobbled at about the 6. It is picked up by, I believe that is Tajon Sparks, number 9, on the return. And Sparks is going to get it out to about the 17-yard line, where Springdale will have it once again 1st and 10. And Donnie, you were talking in the break. Springdale on their first possession of the game took over 6 minutes off of the clock, but Bentonville, what was it, about a minute and a half to score. So let's see what Springdale. Springdale moved the ball actually very well in their first possession. Very methodical drive.
Well, they were aided by a couple of penalties too, especially the big hands of the face call.
So Landon Phipps, number 5, he'll get his offense set, and he's going to bring him man in motion in the backfield with him. Give goes to the running back to the right side, and he is going to be run out of bounds at about the 16-yard line.
That's a loss of yards.
Yeah, that's going to be a loss of 2. Looked like number 15, Rafe Stalls, running him out of bounds already. We've called Rafe Stalls' name a couple of times tonight. I tell you, Donnie, he has really, really developed into a very dynamic defensive player for the Tigers.
John, that's absolutely right. And, Bentonville defense, they are not as fast as they were last year, but you still
you don't run east-west.
You don't run east-west on the Bentonville Tiger defense.
Twin wide receivers. Now Phipps once again going to bring another back in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Phipps going to keep it himself. He's going to pick up 2 out to the 19-yard line, but that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 now for the Bulldogs. Number 49. That is Logan Robertson checking in for the Bentonville Tigers right now.
And Bentonville is going more of a straight-up look on this 3rd and 8 play, John. They did not sub in the extra defensive backs.
Mason Middleton showing a little pressure. He backs off, and Phipps' pass was intended for
Davon Sparks.
Yeah, Davon Sparks. Sparks couldn't hang on. It's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th and long now, 4th and 8. For the Bulldogs. So good job that time by the Bentonville defense. Donnie, after that first possession, I'm sure defense coordinator Jared Cecil, Coach Cecil probably got those guys over there, made some adjustments, saw what Springdale was doing, and a good series that time by the defense. Springdale's going to punt it away. That is Phipps is going to punt it to Cooper Smith. Phipps gets a good kick. Cooper Smith makes first man miss it to 40. Cooper Smith is running to his left, and he's going to be run out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. What a good punt that time by number 5, Landon Phipps.
Yeah, that was a really good punt. And I noticed, Landon, the quarterback is the punter, so that just makes it even easier if the Springdale ever decides to try to run a fake punt.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Bentonville. They're going to spot the ball at the Tiger 49-yard line. And this time it's going to be number 7, Carter Nye. And, Donnie, we saw a lot of this last week. Every other possession, it was Drew Wright and Carter Nye. And I'll tell you what, Carter Nye, he has looked sharp the last couple of weeks. He's going to put Stalls in motion over to the right side. He's going to give to Ficklin over the right side. Ficklin's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I don't see that real often, John,
no.
where Josh is stopped for no gain.
Well, Drew Wright leads the offense for Bentonville on their first possession, caps it with a 53-yard touchdown pass to Chaz Nimrod. And so now Bentonville in second possession, electing to give Carter Nye the nod and see what the young sophomore can do.
Now, Springdale coaches, John, just got their first sideline warning of the game.
So Nye now. We'll see what he does here on 2nd and 10. Giving some instructions to Ficklin. He's going to bring Stalls in motion over to the left side. Play action to Ficklin. Nye rolling to his left, and he's going to try to fire to Chaz Nimrod. And I think, that time right there, Donnie, it looked like Carter Nye was kind of backpedaling as he threw and just couldn't muster the arm strength to get it to Chaz Nimrod.
Yeah, that was a fluttering pass, John. He threw it off his back foot, running backwards, and not quite the arm strength to get it out there.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Q Brown, Cooper Smith, they're going to split wide to the right. Twin receivers here to the left. No, one of those is Chaz Nimrod. Didn't see who the other receiver here to the left is.
Springdale
looked
jumped
like
off
Springdale
sides.
came off sides and a flag flies. Good hard count that time by Carter Nye. So Bentonville's going to go from a 3rd and 10 into a 3rd and 5 situation. Yeah, offsides on the Bulldogs, and that'll move the ball into Bulldog territory down at the 46.
Now Bentonville can run the ball in, John, here probably if they want to.
So that is C.J. Brown. He's going to join Chaz Nimrod on the left side. Cooper Smith and Q Brown over on the right. Josh Ficklin in the backfield. On 3rd and 5, now he takes a snap. He drops back. He's looking to his right. He fires out to the right, complete to Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith catches it at the 40, and that is just across the line to gain right there.
He dropped it as the Springdale defender hit him and drove him out of bounds. He dropped it, John.
So they are going to say incomplete, and great eye there, Donnie. It looked like he initially had caught the pass, but once he was hit, came loose on the Springdale sideline, and that is going to bring up 4th and 5.
Drew just checked in, John. He's lined up in that quick kick formation.
Single coverage here on Nimrod. Oh, and then Tiger moves there.
Yeah, Jody called the timeout before the penalty.
Okay. So timeout for Bentonville. Let's go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
My house, I'm a fireman.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
Back here in Bentonville, coming out of the timeout. It'll be 4th and 5.
Just put the normal offense back out there, John, with Nye at quarterback.
Carter Nye takes a snap, looking to his left. He throws, and that is incomplete. Pass was intended for number 2, C.J. Brown. Pass a little underthrown, but I think, if you ask C.J., C.J. probably feels it's one he should have had.
And John, it hit him in the hands, and he kind of just dropped it.
So it will be a turnover on downs, and the Springdale Bulldogs will take possession 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left to go. First quarter play. Bentonville on top 7-0 here on senior night. Landon Phipps now. He's going to put a man in motion across the formation. Phipps now looking to his left. He's feeling the pressure, and he's going to fire complete. Ball comes out. They're going to say it is incomplete. Donnie, it looked like he had that ball for a second or two, and it could have been called a fumble, maybe ruled either way, but the officials down on the spot, they call it an incomplete pass, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Well, Phipps may have been better off not trying to throw that one over to Davon Sparks, because that was almost disaster.
Yeah, it really was. Twin receivers to the left. Twin receivers to the right. Phipps throws to his left, a screen. It is complete, and that is number 8, Junior Reyna, on the reception.
3rd and 1, John.
Yeah, he picks up 9 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and short for the Bulldogs. Okay. Phipps going to set his offense, pistol formation. Phipps going to give.
There's a penalty, John. There's going to be a false start on Springdale.
That almost that works to the disadvantage of Bentonville right there. That was a great play. Was that Rivers Wiseman that came off the edge right there, number 81?
I'm not really sure, John. It may have been, but yeah, Rivers Wiseman.
Yeah.
Had him tackled for a loss, but unfortunately the play never officially happened.
Wow. That's one of those situations where the penalty on Springdale actually hurts Bentonville. But it's going to back it up 5, where it'll be 3rd and 6 now for the Bulldogs. They'll come out in their twins formation to either side. Ronnie Stillwell, the running back in the backfield. Flare out screen to Stillwell. He's going to catch it. He's trying to get around the edge.
Yeah, that's going to come back.
And that one is going to come back, and that's going to be another flag flies right there.
Yeah, we're
going
to have
Stillwell is hit well out of bounds by the Tigers. And Donnie, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, will that be offsetting penalties like the play never happened?
It'll be offsetting penalties, John.
Wow.
And Coach Grant is very upset with the Bentonville Tiger that the Springdale receiver was clearly out of bounds when they hit him anyway.
Yeah, and that would have been a whole 10 yards from the penalty, which was close to the line of scrimmage, so that would have made it third and probably right about 14 or 15 yards to go. And so
well, John, actually the out of bounds is after the play. So what they actually will do is they'll mark 10 yards from the hold and then 15 yards for the unsportsmanlike.
Oh, goodness gracious. So okay, so after all the walk-offs, Springdale is going to net about 5 yards out of that. It is going to be, well, Donnie, they have set the ball on the 44-yard line. The down marker across the way there is right on the 44, and now the officials are going to kind of talk about this.
Well, it's really close to a first down, John.
And they might bring the sticks out here and measure this one, Donnie, and I'm not so sure the Bulldogs haven't got a first down here. Okay, they said the personal foul results in the first down. So they will move the chains. It will be 1st and 10 Springdale. So a holding penalty on Springdale negated by the personal foul penalty on Bentonville. Springdale's got it 1st and 10 at the Tiger 44. Phipps now setting the offense. Ronnie Stillwell fake handoff to Stillwell, throws it out to the left, screen pass complete. That is number 1, Davon Sparks on the reception. Sparks is going to pick up close to 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Rivers Wiseman with the tackle, John.
Number 81, Wiseman coming in. But once again, Springdale moving the football. Donna lined up in this twins formation so much tonight. This time Stillwell's going to get the handoff up the middle. And that looks like, I want to say that's big Trevor Martinez. No, that's number 40. Preston Jones coming in there and getting the penetration and making the tackle for no gain. Boy, Preston Jones just kind of came in there and wrapped him up and threw him back.
John, I think, you saw Trevor Martinez. He had such good drive on the center, though. That allowed Preston Jones to come in and fill the hole.
So that'll make it 3rd and 4 now for the Bulldogs. Phipps now pump fakes to his left. He's going to throw deep.
Intercepted.
And it is
it's dropped.
Almost intercepted by number 24, Johnny Pike.
That would have been an amazing catch, John. He turned himself around in the air and got both hands on the ball, just not able to hold it all the way to the ground.
Well, great coverage that time by Johnny Pike. I tell you what, that young man, this is a new position for him this year. He came up through junior high as one of the premier running backs, but he has taken on this position of safety, and, he almost came up with a big interception right there. Good job, Johnny Pike. So on 4th and 4 now, Phipps going to look to his right. He is going to throw, and that is complete to number 7, Danners Wiley. And Danners Wiley needed 7. He gets about 10 yards on the pickup. It'll be 1st and 10, Springdale. And they're going to move the ball all the way down to the Bentonville 29-yard line.
That slot receiver, John, he just kind of went out and stopped and kind of got lost there in the mix and was wide open.
7-0 Bentonville inside of a minute here in the first quarter of play. Springdale on its 3rd offensive possession of the ball game. They're looking to try to even this thing up. Phipps going to send a man in motion to his left. He'll take the snap. He's going to keep it himself over the left side, cuts back to his right, finds a little crease. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 5. And, Donnie, I'm wondering if Springdale will be content with letting the quarter run out here.
And, John, they don't have to run another play. And, yeah, Coach Hobbs is already calling his offense to the sideline. They're not going to run another play here.
So, first quarter play is the final 10 seconds run off here in Bentonville. The Tigers are going to take a 7-0 lead as we enter the second quarter of play. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break, and when we return, we'll be back for the second quarter on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
At our house, it's tea time.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
All right, we are back here in Bentonville, getting ready to start the second quarter play. Tigers on top, 7-0. And when we begin the second quarter play, the Springdale Bulldogs will have it 2nd and 6 at the Bentonville 29-yard line. John McElroy, Donnie Payne, bring you all of the action tonight, Friday night. Actually, the Springdale Bulldogs are going to have it at the Bentonville 25-yard line. All right. Phipps now getting set to take snaps, and flags come in, and the Bentonville players, they are pointing, saying false start on Springdale. So that is going to make it 2nd down and 11. That'll back the ball up to the 30-yard line of Bentonville. So once again, Phipps will set his offense. Phipps looking to throw, pump fakes to his right. Now he's rolling out to his right. He's being chased by Donnie Thomas. Phipps is going to try to find a receiver, and I think that one's intercepted. Rafe Stalls, number 15, comes up with the football, and the official is saying first down Tigers. Number 15, Rafe Stalls, as you see him right there, just stays with the play, and Phipps throws it to Rafe Stalls, and number 15 comes up with the first turnover of the ball game.
It looked like Phipps was just trying to throw the ball away, John, and threw it right to Rafe Stalls.
Yeah, well, you know, there was a receiver, I think, in the area right there, but I think you're right, Donnie. Phipps was just trying to get rid of it, didn't want to take the loss, and good play, good presence there by number 15, Rafe Stalls. So let's see, quarterback right here, that is Drew Wright, throws out to his right, and that one is intended for Cooper Smith, or Chaz Nimrod, I'm sorry, number 5, Chaz Nimrod, and that one is incomplete, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
Well, both receivers were trying to go for that ball, John. Chaz reached for it, and Cooper was also out there. Anderson in at running back.
Sean Anderson behind Drew Wright. Wright takes a snap. Give goes to Anderson. Anderson's got a pretty good hole up the middle there, and Anderson going to cross the 30, get out across the 35 out to the 36. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down, but a nice 9-yard pickup on 2nd down that time by number 21, Sean Anderson.
A good run by Sean. That's one of the best runs this Bentonville offense has had tonight, John.
Your single receivers will be Chaz Nimrod. He'll split to the left. Cooper Smith, he'll split out to the right. Drew Wright takes a snap. Once again, it goes to Anderson. Anderson
got the first down. Good.
Kind of pushing his way through right there. Yeah. Started out to the left, saw a crease back to the right, using his vision right there to pick up 5 more, and that'll make it 1st and 10 Tigers.
He drugged the Springdale tackler for another 3 yards after contact.
Same formation. Offset pistol. Actually, this time it's straight pistol formation. Anderson behind Drew Wright. Wright now takes a snap, pump fakes. He's going to go for it all. Chaz Nimrod at the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Bentonville. Chaz Nimrod on a 59-yard touchdown reception, the second one of the night for the connection of Drew Wright to Chaz Nimrod.
John, that was a double move. Chaz looked like he was just going to run the stop route. Drew pump faked, and the Springdale defender bought on the fake, and it was over at that point.
So the Wright-Nimrod connection tonight has been lethal as they have put together a couple of deep passes, and Tymonson is on to attempt the point after. His kick is up, and it is good. And with 10 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in the first half, Bentonville extends its lead 14-0. We'll be back in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Okay, we are back here in Bentonville where the Tigers have extended their lead 14-0. And Donnie, Drew Wright, Chaz Nimrod, they're having a little fun tonight.
And John, 50. I don't remember what the first one was. It was
53.
So that's 112 yards in receiving and passing and 2 completions for those young men.
Drew Wright, 2 touchdown passes. Chaz Nimrod, 2 touchdown receptions, and 112 yards receiving for the Tennessee Volunteer commit, Chaz Nimrod. Well, Logan Thomason now on to kick it away. He'll be kicking toward the south end zone. Pretty good north breeze tonight, so Thomason puts a line drive kick that sails well into the end zone. That'll be a touchback, so Springdale will start 1st and 10 from their own 20. Hey, Donnie, let's talk a little bit, this Springdale offense, and we're about to see them again, Landon Phipps and the receiving core out there with Tajon Sparks and Davion Sparks. You know, they've been able to move the ball so far early in the ball game. Bentonville's defense has really come up with some big plays at the right time.
And John, they scored 21 points last week against Fayetteville. The halftime score last week was 28-14 with Fayetteville Springdale. So Springdale, they played tough the first half. It's just I don't think they have the manpower in the second half.
And Phipps that time, he's going to hand actually to number 1, Davon Sparks. And Sparks is going to pick up about 4 yards on first down. It'll make it 2nd down and 6. Just underway here in the second quarter of play. 10 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in the half. Bentonville on top 14-0. This time, Springdale going to send a single receiver to either side of the formation. They're going to put a man in motion over to the right side. Give this time is going to go to the tailback. That is number
1 again.
Number
John.
1, Davon Sparks. So we saw a little bit of Ronnie Stillwell, the running back for Springdale, but they've decided to get Davon Sparks some carries back there in the backfield. Normally see him at receiver, but he's lined up as tailback position the last couple of plays. He'll be about a yard short of the first down. It'll bring up another 3rd down opportunity for these Tigers to make a play here to get off the field. 3rd and 1. Phipps going to take the snap, going to give to Tavon Sparks again. Tavon Sparks going to try to get the right edge, and he does. He gets around the right edge, crosses the 40, makes his way. They're going to mark him out of bounds right at the 40-yard line, so a big pickup on 3rd and 1. It'll be 1st and 10 Bentonville.
Yeah, the defensive end that time for Bentonville lost containment, and Sparks was able to get outside for a big gain.
Yeah, normally that's if you're Bentonville's defense, that's what you want to see, trying to get to the edge. Bentonville's been so good at that, but Sparks is able to get the edge, get the first down, and Springdale 1st and 10 from their own 40. Handoff goes once again to Davon Sparks. Short pickup this time. 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
And John, Springdale's lining up in here, they're in the shotgun, but they're lining up with a double wing formation, kind of like the academy offense, double wings and one tailback.
Exactly right, Donnie. You got that kind of the double wing formation. You've got single receivers either side of the formation. They move one of the wing backs over to the right side, double them up. Heavy formation to the right. This time, Landon Phipps going to try to keep it himself. He's actually going to lose a yard. And Eli Estes, number 27, leading the way for the Tigers right there. We've called his name a couple times tonight, Donnie.
That's right, John. Great job by Eli Estes. He set the edge that time, did not allow Phipps to get outside and brought him down for a loss of a yard.
Big play here for the Tigers on 3rd down. Now I got to think this is going to be a throwing down for Phipps, and it is. He drops back to pass, throws to his left. He's got Davon Sparks, and Sparks just dropped it. A beautiful pass by Landon Phipps. Sparks was open, coming across kind of on a deep slant right there. And Sparks, I think he turned his head upfield before he actually had control of the ball.
Yeah, John, that should have been a reception for a first down.
Well, a break for the Tigers right there. That's going to bring up 4th down and 9. Landon Phipps will drop back to punt it away. He'll stand back at his own 27-yard line. Cooper Smith, he'll stand back at the 30-yard line of Bentonville to receive Phipps' kick.
Rafe Stalls had to come out, John. He's got some blood on. Excuse me, he had some blood on his arm. They're making him come out and get it taped up.
Definitely need to see number 15 back in the game. High snap, Phipps handles it. Bentonville defenders coming in close there. Cooper Smith's going to call for the fair catch, and he's going to make that catch at the 25-yard line of Bentonville, and that's where the Tigers are going to put in play 1st and 10.
Another good punt by Phipps, John. High kick, and Cooper had no choice but the fair catch that one because the Springdale cover team had already surrounded him there.
Yeah, Donnie, that's something I noticed about Phipps on his last punt. He is able to get that ball high enough up there to give his coverage guys a chance to get down there and make a play. And Cooper Smith, a very smart player right there, realized what was going on, called for the fair catch to maintain possession. All right, I believe that's number 7, Carter Nye. He'll come out. He's going to throw complete to C.J. Brown at the 30. Brown's got a lot of running room. Brown at the 40. C.J. Brown at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Bentonville. Carter Nye to C.J. Brown, a 75-yard touchdown reception. Wow, what a play, Donnie.
John, when he was able to split those first 2 defenders, and then you just saw C.J. Brown's speed right there, John. No one was going to catch him once he got by that initial defensive surge of Springdale. Just a real quick little, one of those little quick screens to the outside, and C.J. Brown does most of the work himself.
Logan Tominson on now to attempt the point after. Caden York to hold. Tominson's kick is up, and it is good. And with 7 minutes, 35 seconds left to go, first half of play, Bentonville on top, 21-0. Back in a moment here on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah. Can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it.
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
All right, we are back here in Bentonville where the Tigers have extended their lead 21-0. John McElroy, Donnie Payne, bringing you all tonight's exciting action on GoBentonvilleTigers.com. Donnie Payne, he's going to track some of the other scores around the conference. We're going to check with him here in just a little bit. See what else is going on around 7A West Conference play tonight. Tymonson kicks it away once again. Kick that is going to go into the end zone for the touchback. Hey, Donnie, kicking toward that south end zone tonight, that's the way to go if you're a kicker. A little breeze out there. It has certainly calmed down from earlier this afternoon, but still a good little north wind coming in. A cold night here in Bentonville. I think it's going to get down into the upper 30s tonight. So nice fall evening here. This is football weather.
I believe that is our homecoming queen right now there, Ellie Schaefer, doing the 21 push-ups for the last touchdown.
That is a great camera shot right there. Good to see Ellie Schaefer there getting the crowd fired up. All right, so we're back here in action. Landon Phipps, 1st and 10 from his own 20. Phipps looking to throw, looking to his right. Now he is being chased by, I believe, number 19.
That's Donnie Thomas.
No, Donnie Thomas, number 33. And Donnie Thomas stayed with the play and pursued Landon Phipps. And Donnie Thomas gets him a sack all the way back at the 11-yard line. That's 9-yard loss on the play for Donnie Thomas. Good job.
And John, I'm sure the Springdale coaches, Phipps had plenty of time to get rid of that ball. The coverage was really good downfield.
So on 2nd and 19, Phipps is going to put Ronnie Stillwell. He's going to give it to Stillwell. Stillwell's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. And let's see, short pickup. They may give him a yard. Preston Jones, first Tiger in to make the play right there. So once again, 3rd and long now for the Bulldogs. And Donnie, this Bulldog offense been able to move the ball at times, but you kind of feel like this thing might start to be getting away from them.
3rd and 19. Now Bentonville has brought in their dime package.
Phipps now, he drops back. He's going to throw across the middle, and that is complete, but Cooper Smith just hammers number 80 for the Bulldogs. That is Chris Cortez on the reception, but I'll tell you, Donnie, Cortez paid for that, and Cortez, he's down on the field pretty shaken up. Cooper Smith delivering a really, really hard hit.
And it was a good legal. His head was clear. It was all shoulder pad, John. He didn't lower his helmet or anything. Just a nice, hard shoulder pad hit.
Exactly right. Well, listen, we're gonna step away for a commercial break as the training staff comes out to tend to Chris Cortez. We'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching Tiger Football on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
All right, welcome back here to Tiger Stadium, coming back out of the injury timeout. Yeah, Chris Cortez, number 80, he went down after that play, but he got back up, was able to get off the field. Looks like he's going to be okay. Certainly hope he is. Just a little shaken up on that play. So it is going to be 4th and 4. Cooper Smith's going to stand back at his own 45 as he awaits the punt.
False start on Springdale, John.
And the Bulldogs, the penalty bug has bitten the Bulldogs tonight. A lot of false starts.
And they called it on the center, John. He started his snap, stopped, and then and went again.
So that's going to back Springdale up to the 20-yard line. Phipps will stand back at his own 8-yard line. Cooper Smith, he'll stand at midfield. Phipps, a high but short kick. This one you got to get away from. It's going to go out of bounds. Well, did it?
And hit out of bounds, John.
Okay.
The referee's just waiting for his line judge to get over there and start walking.
Okay, so again, a very high kick, but this time a very, very short kick. Bentonville's going to get it on the Springdale side of midfield.
45-yard lines where they stop.
So they're going to say it went out of bounds at the Springdale 45. So great field position for this Tiger offense. Chris Coyer-Surley looks like he is checking in at the running back position. Drew Wright, he's going to be your quarterback. Number 16, senior quarterback. Chaz Nimrod, he's going to split single receiver into the boundary, twin receivers to the right. Wright takes a snap, fakes to Coyer-Surley. Wright's rolling to his right. He's being pressured, and Wright's going to tuck it in. He's going to run it, and he's going to make a pretty good pickup right there, Donnie, of about 7 yards on first down. Wright will carry it all the way down to the 37-yard line before he gets out of bounds. So, well, call it 8 yards on the first down. Good job by Drew Wright.
Good block by Luke Wright, John. He had to stop. You know, the crackback block is a point of emphasis this year. Luke did a good job of stopping, turning around, and making sure the defender could see him before making contact.
All right. 2nd and 2. Wright fakes to Collier Surley. He's looking to pass. He's being pressured. And looks like he was going to try to dump a screen to Cooper Smith. But I'll tell you, there were Bulldogs all over Drew Wright when he went to throw that.
Yeah, Coach Dannenhauer is not happy with his offensive line on that play, John. It just broke down immediately.
Okay, that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Nimrod split out to the left. Cooper Smith split out to the right. Collier Surley, the running back, in the pistol behind Drew Wright. On 3rd and 2. Give goes to Collier Surley. Collier Surley starts to his left, come back to his right. He makes a cut. Collier Surley still on his feet, and he's going to get down to the 20-yard line. That is a 17-yard pickup on Chris Collier Surley's first handoff. And what a great job at 37. Donnie, did you see the way he saw the hole back to the right and cut back?
Play was going to the left, and he saw the big hole to his right. Great cut. And we've talked about it. When Chris makes one cut, and then he is full speed forward.
So 1st and 10, Bentonville.
You can see some of his all-state speed there. He's a member of the all-state 4x100 team for Bentonville.
Wright's going to put a man in motion. Handoff goes again to Collier Surley. Collier Surley still on his feet. And Collier Surley is going to pick up, give him a 3-yard carry right there down to the 16. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
You got Josh Ficklin coming in now.
Four minutes, 37 seconds left to go, first half of play. Bentonville on top, 21-0, looking to add to that lead.
I'd like to see Chris get a touchdown tonight on senior night, John.
Tell you what, you will not meet a finer young man than Chris Collier Surley. He is just a really upstanding young man. Rafe Stahl is going to go in motion. Drew Wright fakes the pitch. Throws out to Rafe Stalls. Rafe Stalls is going to get yards after the catch, and it looks like he's got the line to gain there, Donnie. It looks like it's going to be 1st and goal, Bentonville. 7-yard pickup by Rafe Stalls. Good pass that time by Drew Wright. Put Stalls in motion over to the left and just swung it out to him. Stalls was hit at about 2 yards, but was able to carry the defender forward to get inside the 10 for 1st and goal. Right now, gives to Ficklin over the left side. Ficklin's going to fight his way inside the 5. They'll give him forward progress down to the 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal, Tigers. Now, Donnie, you got to remember the Tigers lost the toss, so they went on defense to start the game. So the Tigers are actually going to get the ball to start the second half. Sure would like to see them score right here before half. Drew Wright now takes a snap. He's going to fire to the end zone. He's got a receiver. That's complete to Cooper Smith. Touchdown, Bentonville. Drew Wright with his 3rd touchdown pass of the evening. This one, a 4-yard toss to Cooper Smith, and Bentonville's out 27-0. Number 83, Thomason on now to attempt the point after. Caden York to hold. Kick is up, and it is good. And with 3 minutes, 12 seconds left to go, first half of play, Bentonville 28, Springdale nothing. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
All right. Welcome you back here to Tiger Stadium, where the Bentonville Tigers have taken command of this ball game, 28-0. 3 minutes, 12 seconds left to go. First half of play. John McElroy, Donnie Payne bringing you tonight's action. And Donnie, the Bentonville Tigers have taken command of this game. Early on, Springdale, that offense showed some promise, but it has been all Bentonville now in this second quarter.
Well, they came out, John, and, you know, first time you see an offense usually is the best opportunity for their drive. The defense has made adjustments after that first drive.
Tymonson's kick, kind of a low line drive. It is going to be taken at the 5-yard line, and that is Peyton Phipps. I'm sorry, that is number 9, Tajon Sparks. Tajon Sparks. He kept, he carried it, started at the 5 on the low line drive kick. What a good return. He's going to get out to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that time Springdale had Davon and Tajon Sparks back deep.
So first and 10 Springdale at their own 33. Landon Phipps, he'll set his offense. He's going to bring a man in motion. It's going to be a toss pitch, actually. That's a forward pass to Davon Sparks. Kind of a jet sweep forward pass there. Sparks going to pick up 4 yards on first down. It'll bring up second down and 6. 2 minutes, 41 seconds, clock rolling in the first half.
As a quarterback, I think I would like that play. I get to pad my stats, and
Yeah.
I don't even throw it.
Same formation to the opposite side. Man comes in motion. Phipps now looking to his left, throws complete. That's Sparks again, I believe. And this time it is Davon Sparks. And Davon on the tunnel screen, he's going to make his way out to, let's see, the 45-yard line, and it'll be first and 10 Springdale. That's where, 2 minutes, 18 seconds left to go first half. Bentonville's defense, you pitched a shutout. You don't want to let up right here. Phipps going to throw out to his right, and that one is going to be incomplete.
Number 80 was
Chris Cortez, the intended receiver. Couldn't quite hang on to that one. Good to see Cortez, though, back out on the field. He was shaken up a little earlier in the game. So he's back out there, but couldn't make the grab on that one.
After that last series where Bentonville got really good pressure, every pass this series, John, has been he catches the ball and he's already getting rid of it.
So on second and 10, 4 wide receivers. And the give goes to Ronnie Stillwell. Stillwell's going to take it up the middle, push his way forward for 2. Short gain on the play. It'll bring up third. Well, give him 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. Tackle made by Layson Johnson, number 41. So Layson Johnson getting a little playing time tonight. Good to see that young man. Donnie have him in class. He is just such a fine young man. It's great to see him out there tonight. Now Layson Johnson showing a little pressure, but now he's going to back off. Phipps is looking to throw to his right, and that pass is thrown, and it is complete to number 7, Danners Wiley. Number 11, Garrett Langford on the coverage on the play. Not bad coverage by Langford, but it was a good throw by Phipps and enough to complete the first down. So it'll be first and 10 Springdale. They'll be at the Bentonville 44. Phipps throws it out to his right, quick out, and it is complete once again. Number 80, Chris Cortez. Cortez going to be driven out of bounds, but not after a 7-yard gain.
And John, there's going to be a late hit too. Number 27 for Bentonville came in after the Springdale receiver was out of bounds and hit him.
Yeah, that's Eli Estes. And Donnie, I was afraid of that. I thought that might be the case when I saw it develop, but you confirmed it right there, and the official there. And that is a huge penalty on the Bentonville Tigers. That's going to move the ball all the way down to the 21-yard line of Bentonville.
And John, that's 2 late hit penalties now on Bentonville. You've got to just know where that sideline is, and you have to pull up. You cannot hit someone once they step on that white line.
1 minute, 12 seconds left to go, first half of play. Bentonville in command, 28-0, but Springdale once again threatening. Phipps going to keep it on the quarterback keeper over the right side, and Phipps broke through the initial line of scrimmage. Layson Johnson comes in to make the tackle. 3-yard pickup on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. Phipps now. He's got Ronnie Stillwell, the running back in the backfield. Phipps now looking to throw. He's looking to his left. He's going to fire toward the end zone.
Intercepted.
And that is intercepted. Number 12, Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith is
John.
bringing it out at the 10. Cooper Smith cuts back inside at the 20. And Cooper Smith is going to bring it out to around the 27-yard line. And I'll tell you what, Donnie, a bad decision on the part of Landon Phipps. Through to the left side, and good help by the safety and Cooper Smith back there. There was double coverage on that, and the receiver really never had a chance. Good play by Cooper Smith, and he runs it out and gets a pretty good return out to about the 27-yard line. So once again, the Tiger defense coming up with a play. 27 seconds left in the half. Carter Nye now going to come out with the Bentonville offense. Nye takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Nye now is going to be flushed out to his right. Finds Q Brown complete at the 38-yard line. Brown's going to get out of bounds with 20 seconds left in the half.
Good decision by Q Brown, John. He got the first down and then got out of bounds to save the timeout.
So 1st and 10. That's an 11-yard pickup on first down. It'll be 1st and 10 Bentonville. 20 seconds left. Now he takes a snap. He's looking across the middle. He looks over to the right side. He's firing to Chaz Nimrod. Nimrod's got it complete. Good pass that time by Carter Nye. I'll tell you what, Donnie, that was a great job by Chaz Nimrod to sort of use his body to shield off the defender.
And, John, he's a big man. He just kind of boxed out and went up and got the rebound there for the completion.
14 seconds left on the clock. 1st and 10 Bentonville, now into Springdale territory at the 43. Nye takes a snap. Nye now looking to his left. He's going to fire across the middle, and that one is complete. I believe that is Cooper Smith. Yeah, number 12, Cooper Smith. Clock will stop with 8 seconds to move the chains, and now I think Bentonville wants a timeout.
Coach Grant called the timeout there.
We're going to keep it right here. Bentonville takes a timeout. So Bentonville starts this possession. Donnie, I believe there were 24 seconds on the clock after Cooper Smith got the interception. He returned it out to, I believe, the 27-yard line. 24 seconds. Carter Nye comes in, completes a pass to Q Brown, then to Chaz Nimrod, and then a third consecutive reception to Cooper Smith. And now Bentonville's got the ball at the Bulldog 30-yard line with 8 seconds left. And what do you think?
You got a chance. You can either go for the end zone or you have a timeout left, get a few more yards here, and give Logan Tymonson a chance for the kick. There's a lot of options, and I'll tell you, it goes back. Q Brown making that catch and getting out of bounds, John, that kind of allowed this Bentonville offense to go ahead and try to put something together here.
Very smart play by the sophomore wide receiver there, Q Brown. So it'll be twin receivers either side of the formation. I believe that is that Ficklin in the backfield? Yeah. Carter Nye now looking to throw. He's going to fire to the end zone. He's going to take a shot. Passes up, and it is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Pass was intended for number 12, Cooper Smith. Donnie, I like the call there. Let's let Carter Nye take a shot at the end zone. Cooper Smith fought for it, but just couldn't come up with it. And now Logan Tymonson's going to come on to attempt what will be a 47-yard field goal with 2 seconds left on the clock. Ball spotted in the center of the field. Tymonson gets set to attempt a 47-yarder. Snap is back. Kick is up, and Donnie, that one's going to fall short. I think it would have been wide left, but it was a little short. So that's how the first half is going to end. So we played a half. The Tigers are on top, 28-0. We'll take a commercial break, and when we return, we'll try to listen in on the Bentonville Tiger Pride Marching Band. You're watching Bentonville Tiger Football on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Farmers Insurance, the Kyle Worst Agency in Centerton, for your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs.
All right, we are back here at halftime where the Bentonville Tigers are on top 28-0 over the Springdale Bulldogs. And there is a very special ceremony going on here as we start halftime. Tonight, we are honoring the 2001 Bentonville Tiger Football State Championship team. And so many of the members, as you can see, of that team are out there on midfield, and they are looking at the Jumbotron where they are playing a news footage of that 2001 state championship team getting ready to play at War Memorial Stadium. This was Bentonville's first ever football state championship, and it is so good to see these guys back on the 20-year anniversary of the first state championship for Bentonville. And we'll try to see if we can go down, and we want to listen to public address announcer Ray Mayer as these guys are being honored here 20 years after the first football state championship. And I've got Donnie Payne here with me, and we certainly both remember this. And I tell you, Donnie, this is great to see. They're showing the highlights of that 2001 state championship. And Alan Schlagenhoff, number 11 at the time, he was the Bentonville quarterback that led this Tiger team to a state title, and hope he's down there tonight. You know, that was just such a special year, Donnie. Bentonville really kind of came out of nowhere that season. They had just lost their head coach before the start of the season, and I was there at the time. And remember the defensive coordinator at the time for Bentonville, Gary Ware, who now is an assistant coach at Harbor High School. He took on the role as interim head coach and led this team to its first state championship ever. And you can see him down there at midfield being honored. What a special group of guys down there. And
I saw Coach Rick Rachel down there, Coach Ed Vieira,
Yeah.
Part of that staff. And of course, you know, I just went blank on his name. Our offensive coordinator is the head coach at Catholic right now.
Johnny Fogelman.
Fogelman was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Coach Ware is still coaching at Harbor High School. And, that game was against El Dorado.
It was.
In Springdale, or Bentonville only lost one game that year, John. It was against Russellville. Russellville and El Dorado were still in our conference in 2001. Home game against Russellville for the conference title. Bentonville lost by a touchdown, I think. It was a close game. And then was on the road that entire playoffs.
Well, no, as a matter of fact, the first game, Bentonville got to play at home at the old Tiger Stadium and played the Pine Bluff Zebras. And Donnie, you know, you and I have seen a lot of great high school football games over the years. I've got to put that as one of the greatest games I've ever seen Bentonville play. If I'm not mistaken, Bentonville was down in that game in the fourth quarter with about 8 minutes to play, 20-7. Alan Schlagenhoff, the quarterback of the Bentonville Tigers, was able to put together 2 touchdown drives in the fourth quarter to give Bentonville a 21-20 victory in that game. And, you know, you're exactly right. From that game, that really propelled Bentonville during that playoff run. Had to go to Cabot. I remember going and seeing that game. And beat Cabot, and then the next week had to go on the road down all the way to Texarkana in the state semifinals to get the opportunity then the following week to play El Dorado in the state title game. And of course, Bentonville won that to go into that 2001 championship. Donnie, it was such a magical season. Well, we're going to take you down to the field. We're going to turn up our field mic and let you listen in on the Bentonville Tiger Pride Marching Band. And, Donnie, before I send it down there, hey, this Tiger Pride Marching Band went to a competition last weekend in St. Louis, the Bands of America Super Regional Competition. Some of the best band in the United States, and this Bentonville Tiger Pride Marching Band placed 10th among the best bands in the United States. And so we're real proud of them. Let's take you down to the field, let you listen in on the Bentonville Tiger Pride Marching Band. And there you have it, the Bentonville Tiger Pride Marching Band. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we return, Donnie and I will talk about the first half of play and get you ready for the second half of play here in Bentonville. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Farmers Insurance, the Kyle Wurst Agency in Centerton, for your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs.
There are memberships for all kinds of things today. But what about being a member of the family? What about being a member of the community? What about being a member of humanity? What if there was a membership that gave us the time to celebrate the things that connect all of us?
Funk in your trunk? Get Funk Away. Unlike sprays that just cover up odors, Funk Away's exclusive OM complex eliminates them, guaranteed. Just spray it on and let it air dry. Live funk-free.
At Grand Savings Bank, we believe that life is grand. We empower our team to support the needs of our local communities and are dedicated to delivering the very best financial expertise to our customers. Like you, we live here, and together we positively and powerfully impact our communities. With 11 locations serving Northwest Arkansas, Northeast Oklahoma, and the River Valley, we're proud to be your community bank. Come talk to us today at Grand Savings Bank, where life is grand. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Foster Roofing has been helping Arkansas homeowners weather every storm for over 25 years. If your roof was damaged by the recent storm, be aware that out-of-state roofing companies may try to pose as local businesses. Choose an Arkansas state-licensed local company for your roof repair. Choose Foster Roofing.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you. Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car. It's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutoBody.com.
My house, I'm a fireman.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
You don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap.
right, we are back here in Bentonville where it is halftime, and as you see on the field, it is senior night, and just now our senior members of the Bentonville Tiger Pride Marching Band, they were honored here at halftime, and Donnie, this has been a really fun week, a fun night tonight honoring these seniors, both the football, cheerleading, spirit squads, and now the band members here on the field. So certainly has been a lot of fun to see all these young people honored tonight.
Well, this band, you talked about their St. Louis trip. Tuesday, John, they head for the state competition, the state marching band competition, where they'll be going for, I think, their third or fourth state title in a row. And then next week, the week after that, they'll be heading to Indianapolis for the BOA national finals that they qualified for.
Yeah, that's the big one right there. Of course, this past week in St. Louis, that's a huge regional competition. But the big one in 2 weeks here in Indianapolis. But the Tigers going for their fourth state title in the state band competition. So best of luck to these young people. Hope they're going to do great. They always represent the Tigers really well. Hey, I want to say another thing, Donnie. While we've got a little time here, the Bentonville Drama Department, for those of you listening out there, they are putting on a play. They started last night. It's going on tonight, and there are 2 performances tomorrow. Clue, the play Clue, based on the board game, based off the movie. And Donnie, I have to tell you, I went and saw it last night, and it is phenomenal. These young folks just were fantastic. The talent, you could tell the amount of work they put into it. So I just want to tell our viewers out there, if you're listening here tonight, you're looking for something to do tomorrow. The Aaron Arts Center on the campus of Bentonville High School, take in a performance of Clue. And there's going to be a 2 o'clock performance, a matinee performance, and a 7 o'clock performance. I believe for the general public, tickets, I believe, are $10 for the general public. You can go online, reserve your seats online, and trust me, you will not be disappointed if you're looking for something to do this weekend. Take in and see the work of these young people. It is truly fantastic.
I'm looking forward to it, John. Taking my family tomorrow to the 2 o'clock matinee. We bought our tickets early, reserved our seats, and we're looking forward to it. We've never seen the movie either. Tim Curry is one of the main stars, and it is phenomenal. So go watch and the talent in the Bentonville Arts programs, John. We went and saw Les Miserables a few years ago, Les Mis, and it looked like a Broadway production here at our high school. So go check out those kids are very talented. Go check them out as well.
All right, Donnie. Well, as you can see, the teams are making their way back onto the field, and we are just about set for the second half of play. We're going to go ahead and take one last commercial break, and when we return, it'll be the second half here in Bentonville with the Tigers up 28-0. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky, then suddenly you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
Football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
All right, we welcome you back here to Tiger Stadium, where we're just getting ready to start the second half of play. And before we do, hey, Donnie Payne, my partner over here, he's got some other scores from around the league. Donnie, what you got for us?
So the other games in the 7A West tonight, Bentonville West at Southside. That is a 12. Bentonville West 12, Southside nothing at halftime. And then at Rogers Heritage, Fayetteville at Rogers Heritage, 35-7 there at halftime, Fayetteville. And the other game, Rogers at Springdale Harbor, it's 21-7 Rogers at halftime there. And then some of the central games, Bryant and North Little Rock, 14-6 at halftime, really close game there.
Bryant up on top. That one, yeah.
Bryant's ahead.
Yeah, that's going to be the game right there for the winner of the 7A Central Conference.
And then Cabot and Northside are tied at 14 at halftime, and Conway's beating Catholic 20-0 at halftime. And the way things set right now, John, if Bentonville gets the number 2 seed, we will play the winner of the number 3 Central versus the number 6 West team. So those Central games, it's either going to be, it could be Conway, Cabot, or Northside that ends up as the 3 seed. There's lots of possibilities there.
So of course Bentonville, if they continue, should be any reason why Bentonville doesn't come out on top tonight. Of course, next week Bentonville takes on crosstown rival Bentonville West as Springdale kicks it away. They're going to kick it out of bounds. A flag flies, and Donnie, if I'm not mistaken, Bentonville will get the ball at their own 35.
Should have it at the 35 this time.
So, again, Bentonville next week taking on crosstown rival Bentonville West, which is always a fun game. That one will happen at Bentonville West, but if Bentonville is to win out here, Bentonville will get a first-round bye, and then we'll get a home game in the second round. And then depending on who wins at that point, will determine who Bentonville would play after that point.
Well, what we got here, the ball went out of bounds at the 32, so Bentonville has the option. They elected to have the 5-yard penalty marked off, so we'll actually get it at the 37.
So 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 37. And that is Drew Wright going to take the snap, and Wright's going to keep it himself, turn it up, and Wright continues to go forward, crosses the 40, and he's going to get out to the 43-yard line. That is going to be a pickup of about 6 yards on first down. And Donnie, looks like they had Drew Wright wrapped up for a short game, but he just kind of leaned his way forward, pushed the pile.
And kept driving.
And made a pretty nice gain there on 1st and 10.
It was just a speed option, and Springdale did a good job of taking Ficklin away as the pitch, so Drew had to cut it up and get what he could, and a good pickup.
2nd down and 4 now. Wright takes the snap, fakes to Ficklin. Wright's looking to throw. He's looking across the middle. He's going for Cooper Smith. He's got Cooper Smith
Great
complete.
Catch.
Cooper Smith lays out and dives for it and brings it in at the 12-yard line.
Unfortunately, Cooper not able to keep his feet there, John, but great diving catch for another big gain.
Well, let's see. That was thrown from the 43 down to the 12. 38-7. That's a 45-yard reception there from Drew Wright to Cooper Smith. Now, you're right, Donnie. If Cooper could have somehow kept his feet, he was going into the end zone on that one. So quickly now, the Tigers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 12. Rafe Stalls will go in motion to the left side. Give goes to Josh Ficklin. Josh Ficklin powers his way up the middle. Ficklin's going to make his way close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it just shy of the 5.
Well, what we haven't had yet, John, Josh Ficklin has not scored a touchdown tonight. He's had double digits in several games this year, and he's not gotten one yet.
Coming off a 233-yard rushing performance last week. You're right, Josh been a little quiet tonight, but he'd like to carry it in right here on 2nd and 4. Give goes to Ficklin. Ficklin fighting for extra yardage right there. He's going to be dragged down at the 5. Short pickup on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Tigers up 28-0. I'll tell you, Bentonville would love nothing more than to punch one in right here and invoke the sportsmanship rule. They're going to split Chaz Nimrod out to the left side into the boundary. Cooper Smith, he's going to split wide into the open part of the field. Give goes to Ficklin. Ficklin cuts it back to the left. Touchdown, Bentonville. Josh Ficklin from 5 yards out, And Bentonville is an extra point away from invoking the sportsmanship rule.
Great cut by Josh Ficklin. The left-hand side of the Bentonville offensive line, they just completely pushed the defensive line for Springdale away. That play was going to go to the right, but Josh saw the wide open green to the left.
Well, and I think Springdale's defense, when they saw Josh go to the right, that whole side of the defense just sold out as Timonson's extra point is up, and it's good. So with 9 minutes, 41 seconds left to go, third quarter play, Bentonville on top, 35-0. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Okay, welcome back to Bentonville. 9 minutes, 41 seconds left to go. Third quarter play. Bentonville now on top, 35-0. John McElroy, Donnie Payne, and Donnie for the remainder of the half, a running clock. And I guarantee you, head coach Jody Grant at halftime told his offense, we're going to come out here, we're going to take care of business early on in the second half. And that is exactly what Bentonville did there in that first offensive possession. So that kick will be taken at the 5-yard line. Good return. And let's see who's on that return for Springdale. So a nice return.
Number 1, John.
Number 1, that's Davon Sparks.
Got our halftime stats here, John. Drew Wright was 9 of 12, 190 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. Carter Nye was 1 for 5, but that one completion was the 75-yard touchdown to C.J. Brown. And then running the ball, Chris Collier-Surley 2 for 21, Sean Anderson 2 for 14, and Ficklin 3 for 8. So rushing was not – the damage was done to the air there in the first half for Bentonville.
So Phipps going to take the snap. He's going to keep it over the right side. And Phipps is going to pick up about 2 yards on the play to bring up 2nd and 8. And, yeah, I appreciate Henry Apple of the Northwest Arkansas News putting those stats out, and really appreciate his work and what he does for the community here and helping us relay those to you. All right, Phipps now in 2nd and 8. He's going to give to Ronnie Stillwell, and Stillwell, he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward maybe for a half yard.
There's just not
Layson Johnson is going to be in there for the tackle, number 41. Called Layson Johnson's name a few times tonight.
John, the best running for Springdale has been when they have put Davon Sparks at running back.
Well, it's going to be 3rd and 7 now. Springdale's got it at their own 42. Twin receivers to the other side. Phipps now, he drops back, but whistles blow. And penalty markers are on the field, and my partner is saying that's going to be a false start against Springdale, and that's exactly what you see the official calling there. So Springdale really not helping its cause at this point. Looks like 91 Ben Pearson is going to check into the ball game along with number 49 Logan Robertson. Ben Pearson going to take up a position as defensive end right there. Donnie Thomas, the other defensive end, trying to see who our nose tackle is right there. That's number 49 Logan Robinson. Phipps now going to try an option out to the right. He's going to keep it. He's got a little running room. Hey, give Landon Phipps credit right there. Didn't look like that was going anywhere. But Phipps was able to pick up pretty good yardage, but he's going to be about 4 yards shy of the first down marker. So it's going to bring up 4th and 4. Springdale going to leave the offense on the field. They're coming up to the line quickly, trying to get Bentonville to jump off sides, and they did. And that's going to be Donnie Thomas. He's going to be flagged for the offsides. And that is going to give Springdale 1st and 10. And there is no one more upset than number 33 out there. So after the walk-off, they'll move the ball to the Bentonville side of the 50. Ball be spotted just short of the 49-yard line. Phipps going to put a man in motion to the left side. He drops back. He's looking at his left. He's going to throw deep. That ball in the air, almost picked off.
And then it almost landed in. Junior Rainier was on the ground, and the ball almost just landed in his lap for a completion.
Number 24, Johnny Pike, was able to get a hand on the ball, tip it in the air. And you're right, number 27, I believe that is Eli Estes. It almost landed right in his stomach. And, Bentonville almost came up with another big interception right there. You know, Johnny Pike, we've called his name a couple times tonight. He's going to get an interception before this season's over. He might get one before this game's over. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now. Phipps going to line up that heavy formation to the right side. Phipps looking over to the sidelines, and looks like Springdale's going to take a timeout. Let's go ahead and take it with him back in a moment here on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Farmers Insurance, the Kyle Worst Agency in Centerton, for your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs.
There are memberships for all kinds of things today. But what about being a member of the family? What about being a member of the community? What about being a member of humanity? What if there was a membership that gave us the time to celebrate the things that connect all of us?
All right, we are back here in Bentonville where Springdale's called a timeout. And you see there in our shot right there the state championship football teams for Bentonville. And it was so nice tonight that 2001, the first state championship you see there, honored here at halftime tonight. And great to see those guys back here celebrating the 20-year anniversary of that. So 5 state titles for these Bentonville Tigers, 4 since that 2001 state title. Team Donnie and boy, they kind of sparked the surge of the modern era here in Bentonville football. So 2nd down and 10. Give goes up the middle. Was that Davon Sparks? And Bentonville's defense had that covered up. Well, they say actually that time it was number 1, Davon Sparks. No gain on the play. Johnny Pike once again coming in, making the tackle. And it'll be 3rd down and 10.
They got Sparks and Williams in the back, or Stillwell in the backfield this time.
Phipps now, he's going to be flushed out to his left. He finds a receiver, complete at the 40.
It's going to be a little
and
short.
Tell you what, the official, the line judge there, is going to mark him just short of the 40-yard line. He needed to make the 39. That was the line to gain for the first down. It is going to bring up 4th and about a yard. Obviously, Springdale down 35-0. They leave the offense on the field. And Johnny, I got to think Phipps probably just going to run this up the middle. Phipps drops back. No, he's going to throw, and he's got a man. That's Danners Wiley, and Danners Wiley takes the slant pass at about the 31, makes his way inside the 30, and he's going to get down to the 25-yard line. So the Bulldogs converting on 4th down. It'll be 1st and 10 Springdale. 5 minutes, clock rolling in the 3rd quarter play. Bentonville in command 35-0, but once again, Donnie, Bentonville would like to pitch a shutout here. Phipps now looking to throw to his left and fires incomplete. Pass intended for number 14, Grayson Bauman.
John, number 72, Mitchell Kolka checked in at linebacker on that previous play.
Or checked in
sorry,
nose guard.
Yeah,
nose
guard.
guard.
Nose
Well,
man.
you know, Donnie, the seniors, one of the things Coach Grant had the seniors do this year, and I thought it was a really super thing, each senior got to pick a teacher that they felt had been impactful and asked the teacher to wear their jersey. As Phipps, he's looking to his right, looking toward the end zone, and it is incomplete. Pass was intended for number 80. That's Chris Cortez, and well defended on the play by Garrett Langford. But, yeah, these seniors asked an impactful teacher to wear their jersey today. And, I was just very honored. Mitchell Kulka came to me yesterday with his jersey and asked me to wear it. And I'll tell you what, I was very humbled, very honored. And so I wore 72 to school today. I wore jersey number 72. So it is good to see Mitchell Kulka out there, senior, getting some playing time. Good young man right there. Can't beat him. Phipps now, he's going to be pressured, and he's going to be sacked. Holy cow, that was number 39, Luke Adams. Luke Adams bringing the pressure off of the edge. And, Donnie, I don't think Landon Phipps ever saw him coming.
Phipps is lucky. He did a good job of holding on to the ball there. How many times have you seen a complete blindside blitz like that result in a fumble?
Well, and you're right. Give Landon Phipps a lot of credit because he was completely hammered by Luke Adams, and somehow he maintained possession. But that brings up 4th now and 16. Phipps now being pressured again. He's going to throw a screen out to the right, complete.
Not going to be enough.
It's going to be about 10 yards short of first down yardage, so it will be a turnover on downs. And, Donnie, once again, the Bentonville defense making the plays when they need to. A big play by Luke Adams. And Bentonville gets a turnover on downs, and they're going to get the possession of the ball with 2 minutes, 57 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Clock stops on the change of possessions.
There it goes.
But now once they've set the ball ready for play, they go ahead and start this clock. It is a running clock here in the second half as Bentonville's up 35-0.
We got Carter Nye and Sean Anderson in.
Chaz Nimrod, he's going to split out wide to the left. Looks like C.J. Brown and got him having trouble.
It's Cooper.
Cooper Smith, yeah. They're going to split out wide to the right. Carter Nye now drops back, and he's going to throw a screen, and somehow that is picked up by, is that Sean Anderson?
It's Sean Anderson.
Sean Anderson is going to cross midfield, and Donnie, how did Sean Anderson come up with that? It looked like the Springdale defender was going to pick that and probably go for 6.
Yeah, it went right through the defensive lineman from Springdale's hands and somehow came into Sean Anderson's hands for a big gain.
Bentonville now wanting to run some tempo. They're going to send twin receivers to the left. That's single receiver into the boundary. Now he's going to give it to Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson picking his way through the hole right there.
He fumbled it. No, it was out of bounds.
Yeah, he was well out of bounds that time. He is pushed out of bounds at around the 41-yard line. Nice job by Sean Anderson kind of directing traffic there as he had some blockers out front.
Did a good job of getting his linemen out in front of him, letting them get engaged in their blocks.
7-yard pickup on first down. It brings up 2nd and 3. Trip receivers left. Anderson, offset pistol just to the left of Nye. Nye now is going to run to his right, and Carter Nye is going to turn it up, and he's going to pick up he's going to pick up about 5 yards, and that's going to be enough for 1st and 10 Bentonville. First and 10 Tigers at the Springdale 36-yard line. Twin receivers to the left, single receiver into the boundary. That's Q Brown. Nye looking to his left, throws a slant complete. C.J. Brown. C.J. Brown still on his feet fighting for more yardage, and C.J. Brown is going to get inside the 10-yard line before he is taken down by number 43, Nick Thompson. 26-yard pickup on the play.
So that gives C.J. Brown 100 yards receiving on 2 catches, 75-yard touchdown, and a 26-yard reception there.
Quarterbacks and the receivers just having a lot of fun tonight. So 1st and goal to go from the 10-yard line. And looks like Q Brown, number 13, might have got going just a little early. Yeah, that's who they flagged for.
They could have called number 80 on the top, too. He moved early also.
So that's going to back the Tigers up 5. It'll be 1st and goal now from the 15.
And that's going to take us to the 4th quarter probably. I don't think Bentonville's going to run a play here.
Yeah, clock rolling with 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, and that is going to do it for the third quarter play. So we played 3 here in Bentonville. Tigers dominating 35-0. We'll be back for the 4th quarter play here in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
funk in your trunk? Get Funk Away. Unlike sprays that just cover up odors, Funk Away's exclusive OM complex eliminates them, guaranteed. Just spray it on and let it air dry. Live funk-free.
At Grand Savings Bank, we believe that life is grand. We empower our team to support the needs of our local communities and are dedicated to delivering the very best financial expertise to our customers. Like you, we live here, and together we positively and powerfully impact our communities. With 11 locations serving Northwest Arkansas, Northeast Oklahoma, and the River Valley, we're proud to be your community bank. Come talk to us today at Grand Savings Bank, where life is grand. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back to Tiger Stadium. We're getting set for the fourth quarter of play. Tigers in command 35-0. And as we start the fourth quarter, Tigers have it first and goal from the 15-yard line. Carter Nye takes a snap, gives to Sean Anderson. Anderson running behind a big blocker there. Anderson inside the 10, and Anderson finally going to be driven out of bounds around the 7-yard line, it looks like. Tell you what, Sean Anderson does a good job of staying behind his blockers and letting his blockers clear things out. So Anderson makes it second goal now from the 7. Q Brown, C.J. Brown, they're going to split wide right. That's Carson Tucker split into the boundary. Nye takes a snap. He's looking to throw, and he throws to his right. He's got a man.
Intercepted.
No. Tell you, the pass was intended for C.J. Brown, number 2. Looked like for a moment the defender there, LeBron Mejban, looked like he was going to intercept it, but couldn't come down with it. So it's going to be third and goal now from the 7. The Carson Tucker, Q Brown, and C.J. Brown, they're going to run trips right. Sean Anderson, offset pistol just to the right and behind Carter Nye. Nye takes a snap. Play action. He's rolling to his right. He's looking for a receiver. He's got one in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Bentonville, C.J. Brown on a 7-yard touchdown reception. And Donnie, what a play that time by the sophomore Carter Nye, rolling to his right, just waiting for the receivers to clear right there, and found a wide open C.J. Brown in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, good job extending the play by Carter Nye, letting C.J. find that open spot in the back of the end zone.
Logan Thomason on. His extra point attempt is up, and it is good. And with 10 minutes, 51 seconds left to go in the game, Bentonville extends its lead 42-0. Back in just a moment, you're watching Bentonville Tiger football on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Foster Roofing has been helping Arkansas homeowners weather every storm for over 25 years. If your roof was damaged by the recent storm, be aware that out-of-state roofing companies may try to pose as local businesses. Choose an Arkansas state-licensed local company for your roof repair. Choose Foster Roofing.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you. Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car. It's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutoBody.com.
Hey, we welcome you back here to Tiger Stadium. Bentonville Tigers having a lot of fun tonight, 42-0. Tell you, Donnie, looking here below us in the homestand, some of the fans have cleared out, but I'll tell you, the student section, they are still going strong down there. As Thomason's kick's going to bound, and it is picked up by number 9 for Springdale. That is Tajon Sparks. And Eli Estes comes in and makes the tackle for Bentonville. But it has been all Bentonville tonight. You know, Donnie, you look at this game, and Springdale has been able to move the ball at times. You know, it'd be interesting to kind of see the box score. I think Springdale's had quite a few yards offensively, but that Tiger defense, they have seemed to come up with the right play at the right time to shut down Springdale.
John, it's been bend but don't break, and Bentonville's done a good job defensively in keeping the shutout. We've got a lot of younger guys out on the field this drive, though, so hope they can keep the shutout going.
Phipps now. Handoff goes up the middle. Ronnie Stillwell. Rivers Wiseman, number 81, comes in, makes the initial stop for Bentonville, but not after Stillwell makes 8 yards, and it'll bring up second down and 2. Second and 2. Same formation. This time, Phipps going to throw out to his left. It is complete on just a little flare-out screen to number 14, Grayson Bowman. And Rivers Wiseman once again on the tackle.
Springdale putting something together here, John. But like I said, we got a lot of our younger guys out here. You know the starters would like to keep the shutout going, but you got a lot of sophomores and JVs getting some playing time right now.
Phipps now, he's going to hand it to Stillwell once again, and Stillwell is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll push forward for a couple of yards, and at the end of the play, flags fly in. And we'll have to wait and see what the call is. Oh, they're going to get Bentonville with the face mask right there, Donnie. They're going to, number 59, Aiden Lynch. They're going to flag Aiden with the face mask, and that is going to move the ball to the Tiger side of midfield all the way down to the 44-yard line. That's defense. As you said, a lot of reserves in there right now. Need to find a way to preserve this shutout. Handoff goes over the right side, and he's got some running room, Donnie, and somebody's got to catch him or he's going to be in the end zone, and it is touchdown Springdale. And that is Davon Sparks, number 1. Boy, he had a big hole over the right side, and once he turned the corner, Davon Sparks was gone. So Springdale gets its first touchdown, 8 minutes, 51 seconds left to go in the ball game. They'll send their place kicker on to attempt the extra point.
It's number 80.
Number 80, that's Chris Cortez, and Cortez's extra point attempt is up and it's good. So with 8:51 left in the game, Bentonville 42, Springdale 7. Back in a moment here on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
My house, I'm a fireman.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
All right, welcome back here to Tiger Stadium. 8 minutes, 51 seconds left to go in the ball game. Springdale gets on the board as Davon Sparks takes the handoff over the right side and races 44 yards into the end zone.
Got new return men back there, John. Looks like C.J. Brown, Q Brown, and number 80.
Carson Tucker.
Carson Tucker back deep.
All right, well, this one's all but academic. It is good to see these guys that sometimes don't get a lot of playing time on Friday nights. It is good to see them in here. And Bentonville anticipating kind of a short, kind of an onside kick, and it is going to be recovered. Let's see.
Number 40, John.
Number 40 for Bentonville. Preston Jones with a good play as Springdale attempted the onside kick. So Bentonville's going to get great field position for this offense possession. Well, Donnie, this one pretty much it's academic at this point. So, hey, we can start talking about next week. What a big week it is. Rivalry week as the Bentonville Tigers will travel to Centerton, Arkansas to take on the Bentonville West Wolverines next Friday night. And Eli McCall, number 18, has come on as the Bentonville quarterback. McCall is going to hand the ball off over the left side. Let's see who the running back is.
It's Chris.
Chris Coyer-Surley. And Coyer-Surley, he's going to pick up about 8 yards on first down. But, yeah, Donnie, it's always fun when the Tigers mix it up with the Wolverines, and next week should be no exception. Should be a pretty good ball game, and I don't know about you, but I am certainly looking forward to it. 2 receivers to the right, 1 into the boundary. Eli McCall takes the snap, gives to Coyer-Surley. Coyer-Surley's got a hole. He's still on his feet. Coyer-Surley at the 20. Coyer-Surley at the 10. Touchdown, Bentonville. Chris Coyer-Surley.
I am so glad he got to score a touchdown on senior night, John. That is awesome.
44 yards, and I'll tell you, Donnie, that was some determination by 37. Broke some tackles, stayed on his feet, kept fighting, and once he got clear, there was no denying number 37.
Once again, once he got through, John, he is one of the fastest kids on this team. Like I said, all-state in track. Remember the 4x100 state championship relay team for Bentonville.
Tymonson's extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So with 7:48 left to go in the game, Tigers on top, 49-7. Back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
You don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold.
At our house is tea time.
Owning a home means there is a time and place for everything. If you need money for your next home loan, let Rock Mortgage help you get into your new home fast.
We're back here in Bentonville, where Chris Coyer-Surley has extended that Bentonville lead 49-7 on a 44-yard touchdown run. Tymonson now going to kick it away. Kind of a short kick over to the left side. Fair catch called for at the 26-yard line.
Number 14
Yeah,
for Springdale.
14 for Springdale. Grayson Bowman. Called his name a couple of times tonight. Well, Donnie, the Bentonville offense has been clicking on all cylinders. Drew Wright, I know at least 3 touchdown passes tonight. Of course, Chaz Nimrod with a couple touchdown receptions. Carter Nye with touchdown receptions. We've seen Josh Ficklin score. Chris Coyer-Surley score. So really been an impressive offensive performance by the Tigers tonight. That Tiger defense has been very opportunistic, making the big plays when they've had to.
Wing T, John.
So Springdale is going to work from under center right now, and they're going to hand it off over the right side. You know, I think the Bulldogs understand what's going on right now, and they're just ready to get the bus fired up and head back to Springdale tonight and start getting ready for next week. Of course, now, you know, kind of a battle right now. Springdale, Fort Smith, Southside, Rogers Heritage. You know, 2 of those teams will be left out of the playoff picture, and so
Number 20 is in at quarterback for Springdale.
that is Louis Tinico. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And Kinsey Ketty will carry the ball that time for Springdale.
John, Springdale is just coming up. They are lining up in the old wing T formation that Gerald Williams ran forever at Springdale. Two fullback, a halfback, a wingback, and it is a running formation. And like I said, they're even having a wide receiver run the play into the huddle and call it that way.
I'll tell you what, hadn't seen that in a while. All right, so Louis Tinico. He's going to roll back. He's going to play action, and he's going to sack it. Actually, he's going to get it off complete. I don't know if they're going to say he was in the grasp or not.
No,
but
they're going to give him the completion.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a good effort by that young man right there to try to keep the play alive, and he did and completed the pass. Going to be well short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 8. But give that young man credit, still out there competing.
John Q. Brown's going to be back to. He has run. I think he's run 5 punts back this year for Bentonville in JV games.
Kick is going to be a high end-over-end kick that is going to hit at about the 37. It's going to take a little bit of a Springdale roll, and the Bulldogs are going to down it at the 29-yard line of Bentonville. So 5 minutes, 29 seconds. Of course, sportsmanship rule in effect here in this one. And
we have a flag in the backfield over here.
I would imagine if that's on Springdale, well, let's see. Let's wait. Well, they're discussing it out there around the 50-yard line.
Well, Bentonville had a player running off the field late, and the referee threw his flag. We ended up playing that down with 10 players. So
okay.
Yeah.
So there's no foul.
So we shouldn't have had someone.
Yeah.
Someone shouldn't have been running off, but it tricked the referee. He saw someone sprinting, and he was not off the field when the ball was snapped.
Well, a big
but
night.
Luckily, it was just the 11th player.
Big night for these seniors tonight, and Donnie, 5 minutes 29 seconds. I'm going to task you with kind of checking those scores, maybe seeing if we can get some updates from around the league, and also kind of interested in how that North Little Rock Bryant game's going down in Central Arkansas.
Well, I'll tell you, it's 24-6 Bryant now in the third quarter.
So the Bryant Hornets jumped out now on top of the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. As Eli McCall now, he's going to hand it off, and who's
was
a running back?
22, John.
22. That's Carson Cloyd. Carson Cloyd, good to see him in the game. Another young man I have in class. Fine young man right there, and so glad to see Carson into the ball game right now.
Let's see, West, the score still says Bentonville West 12, Southside 0 at halftime. I'm going to guess that one has not been updated. It's 42-14, Fayetteville over Heritage now in the fourth quarter. Rogers and Harbor, 28-14, Rogers up.
28-14, that I think right there one of the more interesting games in the 7A West tonight. McCall now calling for the football, takes a snap. He's going to hand to Carson Cloyd. Carson Cloyd, he's going to push his way across the 35. He's going to get up to about the 37-yard line.
Let's see, like I said, Bryant 24-6. Cabot has taken a one touchdown lead over Northside, 21-14 at Northside tonight.
Got Mayo Thompson Stadium. Donnie, that's a tough place to play right there. We've been down there quite a few times in the past. It's always, Northside's always tough down there. So 2 tight ends. McCall is going to hand to Carson Cloyd. Carson Cloyd's got a little room out to the left side. He's going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards, and that'll be good enough for a 1st and 10 Bentonville.
Nice to see Carson getting a few carries here on senior night.
And you can hear the band there maybe in the background, and they're firing at the student section with a little Sweet Caroline. You know it's been a good night when you're hearing that one by the Bentonville Tiger Pride Marching Band. McCall now, he's looking to throw, looking to his right. He fires complete. That is, let's see, number 26 for Bentonville. That is Karsten Pate. So Karsten Pate gets a reception tonight, and the first completion there by quarterback Eli McCall. See, is that number 14 in the ball game? Luke Kuhn for Bentonville. He's going to split into the boundary as a single receiver. Twin receivers here to the left. McCall is going to take the snap. He's going to throw to his left. If he fires complete, again, Karsten Pate.
It's going to be a loss this time,
But,
John.
yeah, he's going to lose yardage on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Two minutes, 30 seconds. Final minutes of this one winding down. Karsten Pate, number 8. J.J. Spafford. They're going to split out to the right. As Luke Kuhn's going to split into the boundary. Give goes to Carson Cloyd. Carson Cloyd following his blockers, makes some nice cuts. And Carson Cloyd is going to pick up about 7 yards. He'll get close to the 40-yard line of Springdale. And he'll be stopped about 4 yards short of the line to gain. It'll be 3rd and 4. So for our viewers out there, we will come on next week, 6:45 with the Bentonville Tiger pregame show. And then 7 o'clock, the kickoff between your Bentonville Tigers and the Bentonville West Wolverines. Should be a lot of fun. Hope you can join us next week. Carson Cloyd is going to get very, very close to the first down yardage. They're going to say he stopped just about a less than a yard shy. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Donnie, I got to think Bentonville is just going to keep the offense on the field, try to make the first down, and then take a couple of knees here.
You might as well just go for it here. There's no need to kick.
Right. So on 4th and short, McCall going to hand to Cloyd. Cloyd up the middle, and Cloyd going to push forward for the first down, and that is going to do it. Bentonville, all they'll have to do, Donnie, is come out and take one knee.
They'll have to snap it one more time.
Yeah, play clock's at 30. There's about a 18-second differential from the game clock and the play clock. So McCall, they're going to tell him, let the clock run just a little bit, take your knee, victory formation. And he does, and we'll see the final 30 seconds run off the clock without another play. This one is over. Bentonville going to go to 5-1 in 7A West Conference play. They'll extend their overall record to 7-2. And we are now set for next week's rivalry week matchup between the Bentonville Tigers and the Bentonville West Wolverines. As you can see, the Bentonville Tigers and the Springdale Bulldogs meeting there at midfield to congratulate each other. Bentonville wins tonight 49-7. Well, Donnie, the Bentonville offense, they did what the Bentonville offense does. They ran. The passing game was clicking on all cylinders. Of course, Drew Wright with 3 touchdown passes tonight. Carter Nye with some touchdown passes. Chaz Nimrod, Cooper Smith, C.J. Brown, making great catches. So a lot of good things on the offensive side of the ball. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Springdale was able to move the ball some, but Bentonville's defense was able to make the plays when they had to and put together a really good performance. And so now we can start thinking about next week, and should be a great one. We hope everyone out there will join us again at 6:45 next week for the Bentonville Tiger pregame show, followed by kickoff at 7 o'clock. Well, that's going to do it for us here from Tiger Stadium. Before I go, as always, I want to thank my student live stream crew. They do such a great job. Help this old guy out every week. That's Addison Weinsberg, Catherine Lopez, Ben Nicoli, and Owen Pickett. Those are the folks giving you your camera shots tonight. Really appreciate those guys. They work hard and couldn't do it without them. So this is John McElroy for my broadcast partner, Donnie Payne, saying so long from Tiger Stadium. The Bentonville Tigers win big tonight, 49-7. We'll see you next week. But for now, so long, everyone.